God is behind every door. So you can't mess it up. Any choice you make, God is behind every door, which means you will always have every need fulfilled. Your abundance, your love, your security, all of it will be fulfilled. All of it will be taken care of. And this is about the work I talk about, which is the 3 jars, where your 3 jars belong inside you and they act like magnets. So when you let the divine fill them up every single day, and I'll explain how to do that, but it's like, if they're filled up inside you, you guys, if you believe that love is available to you, that security is available to you, then you magnetize and attract more evidence of that truth. You know, you manifest more evidence of that truth every single time. So it's a magnet. So the jars, when we keep them inside ourselves and we don't give them to anyone outside ourselves. Okay? So let's bring them back. So if you gave them to someone, which is what we all did. Like, I used to give them to my boyfriend, to whoever, my son, my sister, and then I would be miserable and I would be in a codependent mess because I didn't think they were going to fill up my jars. So let's say a prayer about that now. Is God, angels, universe, if I have parts of my jar in the hands of people that I've given them to, and instead of them filling up those jars, my jars are becoming emptier and emptier, because I believed that money would fill up my safety jar. I believed that my boss would, that my mother would, that my kids would, and they didn't and they can't because they don't know how. They're not made to fill my jars. They don't know how to do it. They don't even know how to fill their own jars. God, angels, universe, I really ask you to help me and help everyone listening to this now to give me that awareness and that clarity of where and when and how I give away my jars for other people to fill, instead of giving you, divine universe, infinite intelligence that lives in every pore and in every cell and in every moment. Instead of giving you complete and absolute permission to fill them up, because you're here to fill them up. The divine intelligence that I'm highly aware of, that I can't explain, but that is here, is always making sure we're alive with a life force that lives through us. Because otherwise, how do you explain people born without legs or without arms and they still do incredible things? They paint or they fly airplanes. How do you explain kids who have difficulties and they do incredible things? How do you explain Beethoven and people who recover from incredible diseases or terrible addictions and they recover? There is an intelligence that lives through us, that is indescribable, that is beyond us, that is absolutely, completely aware of us. And if we're aware of it, it gets to have more power to help us. It gets to have more. And when I mean power, I don't mean like negative power. I mean like the bridge is built for them to come into this world and assist us. And when we don't believe, we don't create the door for the divine interventions to come in. So that's why I say, don't be the person in the room who doubts and doesn't believe. Be the person in the room who believes beyond comprehension, beyond proof, and who's like, okay, I don't think this can happen. I know this probably won't happen, but I'm still going to believe. I'm still going to have faith, and I'm still going to work towards it. And I'm going to walk with faith, even if I can't fully see where I'm going. But I get to still be very clear that I love my desire, that I deserve my desire, and that I decide that my desire gets to come into my life. So if I give my jars out to anyone, God, angels, universe, give me the clarity, show me why I do it, show me how I do it, and let them come back to me. What do I need to unbelieve? What do I need to stop believing that I can't do it myself? So often when we give our jars away, it's because we don't think we can. We have learned helplessness and we think that I can't do it myself, so someone else will do it for me. But really, it's a lie, right? It's cognitive dissonance. It's like, well, I couldn't do it when I was a kid. I had learned helplessness as a kid. I could not do it. And now you're telling me that I can, but my brain still believes I can't because it doesn't know how old I am. It doesn't realize that I'm an adult. So what we're going to do is we're going to Ask for the universe and the divine to upgrade your mind, and just imagine the most beautiful hands of the light. I see Archangel Michael standing behind all of us, and he can be with every one of us at the same time. And he's like with these huge, large hands full of light, and he's transmitting awareness, consciousness activations into our mind, into all of these parts of our brain, and saying, you are intuitive, you are all knowing, you are connected, you are able to know everything at every moment. You do know the truth. Trust yourself. It can be simple. It can be easy. You get to have things with ease because you were made for ease. God did not create you to struggle. God made you to win as the light over the dark, whatever you want to call it. You were made to have ease. Ask your inner child who came onto the planet hanging around a womb. It was a jacuzzi with room service 24/7. You were just chilling. So if you believe that things must be hard, that things have to be hard, like literally take the brush, take the giant broom, and God, angels, universe, help me set aside every thought that I believe where things have to be hard. Help me set aside every thought where I think it can't be that easy, where I think that's not possible, where I doubt you, Spirit, where I actually don't feel deserving or I don't feel enough. Help me brush these lies off of me. Like now, I'm done. We're going to unlink and we're going to cut the cords and you're going to throw it away like it's old bathwater from last year. Get it out of here. Just get it out. Yeah? So anywhere we have any parts within who believe I'm not enough, I'm a victim, I need my mommy, I need my daddy, I can't do this, I'm really helpless. It's okay to say, I see you, I hear you. Yes, there's a victim. Yes, there's a hustler. Yes, these parts exist, but there also is within you incredible, incredible divine intelligence and intuition, and hope that you get to be on the other side of this.